Friday night. It's live improv from New York City. You know, the world is full of information today. I remember the invention of the cell phone and whatnot. By golly, we used to read newspapers, and you know what we would do? We would think about things, and we would ruminate and just kind of chat about them on the telephone. And that's why we're going to present to you something called That Makes Me Think Of. Now, let me ask you this, and anybody in the group can answer this question. The last time somebody said, "What the hell were you thinking?" What were you thinking? Oh, Stephanie's like, oh. I can see it on your face.
I was thinking that was a really great idea.
What was it? Come on, can you tell us?
Oh, you want to know the story? There's a long story.
No, just the idea. Well, actually, I'm going to tell us.
That was a really great idea.
That was a really great idea. Angélica, unmute yourself.
Go to Kentucky and do a show. Do you want more details than that?
No, that's good. That's good. Angélica, where's the weirdest place? If Kentucky's a weird place to do a show, where's the weirdest place you ever did a show?
A dungy little theater in Hollywood.
Don, what's the dungiest theater you ever worked in?
The dungiest?
Yep.
The Maxan, it was in Israel, a storage center. It was a storage closet, basically.
I wish I'd lived your life. All right, then.
Money.
Sandi, that's a whole lot of information. Can you do us a favor? And we're going to mute our microphones and turn off our cameras. And can you tell us, what's that make you think of?
That makes me think of one of the first times I got involved with improv. It was at no other place than the Basement Theater in Atlanta. I was there for a conference, and I met and fell in love with world-renowned Viewpoints improviser, mentor, Dave Rosowski, my first introduction. And there were improvisers from all over the Southeast. And this was my first time. I didn't know what I was doing. And he was just mesmerizing. What is your shape? What do you see? What's your response? What do you feel? Feel it, feel it, feel it. And I was hooked.
I'm like, I've never had anyone quite like that. I've never been in a class like that before.
Just mesmerizing. Wow. Wow, Atlanta's just something else, isn't it?
Yeah, Atlanta is. This is very, very different than where I come from. It was like people said, "Would you please move the chair on stage?" I went like, "What's this please crap?"
Wow, and just the fact that we get a stage like this and they give us Coca-Cola afterward. I mean, I know the plant's nearby, but I mean, Atlanta, geez, this hospitality is just crazy.
Oh, well, they're comping us all the Coca-Cola that we would want. That's incredible.
I mean,
In New
sometimes
York,
you just need some caffeine, bubbles, and sugar. Am I right?
yeah, oh yeah. Yeah. Holy mackerel, in New York, the only thing they comp you is they give you subway tickets to be able to get you to the theater, and half the time they don't work.
Yep. Ain't that the truth? This place is just wow.
I can't wait for the next class. Let me look on the roster and see what it is. Oh, interesting. Developing vegetable character. Developing I think there's a comma missing in the title.
Developing vegetable characters.
Developing
Developing vegetable characters.
developing vegetable characters. Characters. Developing. Oh, okay. I respect vegetables. I
Especially
don't get it.
carrots and cauliflower.
What?
Cauliflower. I mean, they're turning it into pizza crust. Can we just talk about that for a second? I mean, there's a lot of cauliflower around here.
Is that like homicide on vegetables?
That's, I think, the best way I've ever heard it described.
There's so many vegetarians around here. They just keep beating those cauliflowers into paste.
And chicken wings.
Wow, that was a very interesting scene by Don and Angelica. And that actually makes me think of a project I had to do in college where we had to create choreography showing a turkey, let's just say 3 different versions of a turkey dinner. So like a turkey sandwich, a heavy Thanksgiving turkey meal, and like just a regular run-of-the-mill diner turkey meal. This was my assignment. And I'm going, well, I came here to learn how to do dance. And so it began. And I had to create a quick turkey sandwich. Thanksgiving dinner. And it was challenging.
Happy Thanksgiving.
Same to you, honey. Ah.
Turkey's good this year.
It is. I am so glad you learned how to deep fry.
Yeah. And we didn't burn down the house or anything.
Miraculous. Or, we should have. Why didn't we? We should have.
Oh, you want to burn? Oh, yeah. That's you're absolutely right. We missed another opportunity to be able to burn down the house and then be able to collect the insurance money.
Right. Rebuild and I get my dream kitchen.
And I get my man cave.
Oh my gosh. I think we can try it again at Christmas.
Oh yeah, you know that because with the ornaments on the tree,
Yeah, exactly.
always the possibility.
And we won't water it.
We won't water the.
You know, the
yes,
little
that's
bucket
right. No,
that
I
the
got
stump-
you. Right.
Yeah,
Put
right.
the water down at the stump. Absolutely. Let me
It's
see
mashed
if our insurance is paid up.
Oh, the mashed potatoes are exquisite. Very good butter.
Oh, pass the potatoes. Oh, I love it. Kind of
A
grainy.
little lumpy because you can tell they're real potatoes.
Oh, cool. I was gonna say kind of grainy. How do you make mashed potatoes anyway?
Specialty. So I'm not going to tell you. When you burn down the house, I'll tell you how to do mashed potatoes.
Okay. Happy
Okay.
Thanksgiving.
And this time, enjoy.
Pass the cranberry wine.
Hey.
I wonder if the Pilgrims had cans.
they discovered tin at that time.
Hmm.
I think they had sacks. They put things in sacks. Sacks, satchels.
Well, I thought you could say that they had Saks Fifth Avenue, which is probably not what they had. I can assume that's what they didn't have.
I think that might even be pre-city.
Oh. I wonder what in prehistoric times did they have supermarkets?
To the jungle.
Probably.
So their Thanksgiving dinner reminds me of every Thanksgiving when my extended Mexican family comes over to our house. And my mother is one of 11 kids. So I have a lot of uncles and a couple aunts, and they mostly all have kids. So I have a lot of cousins, and our family is basically like my big fat Greek wedding. And we eat lots of food, and we are merry. And my dad always says grace, which is really nice. We get together and hold hands and we say grace before the meal. But my dad gets nominated to say grace every single year. And he says pretty much the exact same grace every single year. And then we have a great time.
Bless this dinner and bless all the fabulous guests that were able to make this dinner party.
Amen.
Really? Really? You're not going to take this seriously, Samantha?
Of course I'm taking it seriously, Esther. I mean, somebody else needs a turn.
I offered, no one raised their hand, so it's back to me. And because you interrupted, I think Jesus wants us to start over.
It's going to take a whole dinner hour to pass the food all the way down to the end, to the kids' table. You can't take time up with this. Look at this. We got people all around. They're hungry. They traveled.
Exactly. And they made it here alive. And we should bless the food. And we should thank God and thank each other and thank the earth. Thank the animals. Thank the heavens.
We're thanking the pilgrims.
Thank the pilgrims that died for us. They died for us.
He said the pilgrims died for us.
The children are not even waiting. They're eating chicken fingers.
They were in the car the whole way here.
Thanksgiving's ruined. It's completely ruined. The kids are eating chicken nuggets and grace has not been said properly.
You said grace. We said amen. Everybody, we did amen. We even did it in a round this time. Amen, 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 around the whole table. 40 people are here waiting to pass the food.
Are you trying to tell me that Jesus believes we should begin the meal?
Yes. Don't you look at the picture? He didn't have this many people to feed. He had 12 and they're plus ones.
That's true. That makes 24. That is less than us.
So I went to the Rainbow Festival a million years ago, and I'm a city kid. I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And I had like a bedroll. You could either like to have a sleeping bag or a bedroll. I took a bunch of sheets and a blanket, and that didn't work. And you had to have a tent, and that didn't work. So someone said you could have a lean-to, and a lean-to I think is probably what that sounds like, which is it's just one sheet which goes from one tree to another one, and then you're down underneath there, which was fine. I actually was there with a bunch of vegetarians, and I had brought all the things one needs for a camping trip. The salami, peanut butter, potato chips, trail mix with good stuff in it. In the morning, I woke up, there were ants everywhere. And I'm like banging on the ants, killing ants all over the place, right? And the vegetarian friends of mine are going, oh no, don't kill them. They're God's creatures. You.
Here, I brought the trail mix, but the kind with the good stuff.
Yeah, that's the only kind. I mean, trail mix. Oh, you got the ones with the M&Ms.
There's no chocolate, it's not good.
That's right. I mean, they call it trail mix, so that means M&Ms are good for you. It's official. It's one of the top food groups. God, how many food groups? It's like 9 food groups, 5 food groups.
I've tried to count in the past, but it didn't work. I brought the other trail mix with the raisins. That didn't work.
No.
So
You need the yogurt covered ones. Okay. Anything with high fructose. Fructose is very good for your digestive system. Yeah, it's very good.
As long as it's vegetarian.
As long as it's vegetarian. I mean, anything that is not from an animal, right? That's the rule. No animal stuff. Yeah, as long as we save the bugs.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I don't like the fact that this has actual nuts in it, though. Because that's like not sweet enough. So I'm going to throw those out and just pick out the yogurt and M&Ms.
Well, okay. But you're going to get hungry later. Pass them back then. You need your protein, honey.
True. Oh, protein, yes. Protein builds muscle. Okay.
We have to build this tent later and climb all the way up into that tree. So you're gonna need your strength. I can't do it by myself.
Yeah, about that, Joanne. I'm having second thoughts about the tent building situation and the tree climbing thing.
Well, we have our food, we have our sleeping bags, but if we don't make the tent, we're gonna get bitten by bugs. And you remember what happened last time. I still have scars from those bug bites.
Yeah, exactly why I was thinking that you could build the tent while I go and look around to make sure there are no animals that are going to come and steal our trail mix.
Okay.
So amenable, and that's what we think. Hey, let's bring Sandi and Don back so we can all take a bow. Well done, everyone. Well done. And I want to introduce the cast again because they're fabulous, because that's all there is to it. Angélica and Stephanie, who we just saw in the last scene, and Sandi and Dawn, who we saw in the Thanksgiving scene. I'm actually hungry now because of that. So thank you so much for playing. I'm your host, Scotty Watson, and we're here every week, every Friday. Whether you're here or not, we are here every Friday. Where are we? In New York City. And what are we doing? Live improv, because it's the more fun of the different improvs. You know, live improv is so much better than dead improv. All right, so we'll see you next week. Thank you, everybody.
Thanks, Scotty.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks for joining.
Yeah.